Hi! Thank you so much for tuning in for your July 2017 Written in the Stars Horoscope. I'm super excited to deliver you the two readings that we always do, the story of your month followed by a fiercely focused spread to give you some action steps to take to make the best of your money, career, love life, health, etc. So this month there is something really exciting happening in the sky. It's called a cardinal grand cross, meaning 4 planets are taking up 4 spaces in the cardinal signs of the zodiac, which are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. So cardinal signs are initiative takers. This is a massive month to initiate action, to start doing what it is you want to do. But a word of caution, make sure that what you're fighting for is really what you want, because there will be tendencies this month to just fight. There's some like Sun-Pluto oppositions going on, some really Mars-Pluto, oh, it's fireworks, but make them the good kind of fireworks. It is July after all. But you can read more about what that's doing for you personally at my blog, writteninthestars.co. But now, without further ado, on to your reading. Hey Leo, and happy birthday to you July birthday Leos. Super excited to see what is going to happen for Leo this month as the sun moves closer to your sign, as you clean out the old and step into your power, since of course when the sun is in your sign it's like one of the most powerful times of the year. And then of course the North Node moved into Leo. There's a lot going on with you, Leo. You're making some changes. Let's see what Spirit has to say. What is the highest good? What is it that Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising need to know for their highest good this month, Spirit? Starting off fiery, appropriately. Okay, Leo, July 2017. Leo. Wow, there's a gaggle. Wow. Okay. Leo, July 2017. Leo, July 2017. What's going on for Leo? What do they need to be aware of for their highest good, the potentials, the challenges, Spirit, for July 2017, July 2017. I need to know, Spirit, July 20, wow, alright. Aces and aces. You don't say. Like I said, time of year for change, time of year for, wow, initiations. Stepping into your power, Leo. Kings and queens here. I wonder why. Okay, Leo, July 2017. Just a couple more cards for my Leos in July. Love it. July 2017. You need to know, Spirit. July. Leo. July. Okay. All right, Leo. Move up a little bit. Make sure you can see everybody here. Okay. Okay, Leo. Stuff coming in with fire for you in July. And of course, you're a fiery soul. This Queen of Wands. Gosh, and they're like, when they say there's a message coming in for you, it's like, oof, yes. And I'm really feeling like in this day and age, we get messages all kinds of ways. It's like you need to keep an eye on your texts, your DMs, your emails, like, but not just that. That's all the modern tech stuff. Messages come in all kinds of ways. Of course, you're listening to literal, like, okay, yeah, if you're trying to tune in for a message, here's a really good place to look for one. But it's also like, if you have something on your mind all day at work, and you're about to get in your car or you're getting on your public transportation and you're about to pop in your headphones and hit shuffle, think to yourself, play these little intuitive games with yourself, Leo. I need a message about what to do about blank. Can I please get one of those? And then just pop in those headphones or turn on that radio, that song, whatever. See what comes. It may not be a song you even like or know, but it's like, go home, look up the lyrics, whatever, see what it is saying to you, because there are messages coming in for you that, like, Spirit is saying to open gates. Open gates, open gates. And they're using that phrase very deliberately because they're also saying that in July you're going to be closing some gates. It's like certain energetic channels are no longer serving you. What they're saying specifically is that there are certain relationships and situations where there's no exchange taking place. There's no flow. It's a one-way street. Either you're the only one emoting, or even they're the only one emoting, and either way, you're not feeling it. It just feels like something that maybe you thought was going to nourish you, or maybe even once upon a time it did nourish you, and it's not nourishing you anymore. But the good news is it's like that's coming around because there's better out there for you. The World, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Star. What you leave behind, Leo, is going to be nothing in comparison to what you're moving toward. So don't be afraid. A, don't be afraid to let them go. But B, really importantly, it's okay to mourn that. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel unsure. It's okay to worry that, you know, well, what if I leave this behind and I walk away and there's nothing that I get in exchange? It's okay to worry that. But the truth is, when you do the courageous thing and close a door that you know needs to be closed, it's just in the nature of the universe that somewhere else another door flies open. I'm not trying to feed you cliches. I'm speaking from, I mean, literal decades of reading people and reading these signs and these energies, and that's what's going on for you, Leo. It's like, do you want to cling to a dead past, or do you want to step into what is really possible for you? Like the big picture, the real top. Many of you Leos have a great idea. And when I say that you have a great idea, it's like you're very sharp, Leo. You know, you're quick, you're charming, you're charismatic. You have a way of speaking and holding court that makes people pay attention. That's why you come in as that Queen of Wands, which you can be a male Queen of Wands or a female King. It's not about gender. It's about the different personality types of Queens and Kings in the tarot. And you come in as that Queen of Wands, warm, nurturing, charismatic, creative, bold, an initiative taker, a risk taker, and she's magical. See, you know, she's holding a literal magic wand, and she's got a black cat at her feet, and you can make magic this month, Leo. You need, not need, because, you know, tarot's not fatalistic. You can do anything you want. But whenever I pray, before we even, like, turn on the camera and start this reading, my prayer is always that whatever you hear is for your highest good. Whether it's, like, a happy thing, a sad thing, a difficult or easy thing, that it is always for your highest good. And in this case, Spirit is saying, when you close those old doors, you throw open new doors. There are new connections. And Spirit is even saying, like, this is now getting, like, complicated. It's like, throw open the doors that right now are old in the sense that they're no longer nourishing you. And for some of you, when you close those doors, this is what made me laugh, was Spirit said, well, new old doors open. So it's like some of you are going to close down, for example, relationships in the present, and maybe there could be some unresolved relationship from your past that a door opens there. Maybe it's just for discussion, maybe it's just to become friends, but like that is an occurrence for many of you. These are general readings, of course, Leo, so I get a lot of messages, and some will resonate more than others. But for some of you, it really is like there's an opportunity here to reacquaint yourself with someone from the past, whether it's like an ex or whether it's just an old friend that you weren't able to communicate with because you were in this present relationship. Maybe that person was not comfortable with you communicating with somebody or something like that. But I feel like new and old new, haha, connections are being fostered. There's potential here. You've got skills, Leo. You want to build on your skills in July. Some of you are taking the seed of an idea and you're really building it into a solid foundation this month. Spirit is saying, look at it big picture. Let your vision, like, again, yeah, it's like, look at it big picture. Let yourself dream. Let your imagination run a little wild. Don't be, of course it's important to stick to logic. Of course it's important to use facts and like to operate in the real world and not just like, well, if I had a gajillion dollars, this is what I would do. Of course that's important. However, it's also really important not to limit yourself and not to put, caps on where things can go. So much has the potential to begin for you this month. And Spirit is showing me that there's a couple of people around you that are exceptional and that can really help you out. You've got the King and the Queen of Cups here, which I see is very significant. So this is the part I want to preface this and say, repeat again, these are general readings, Leo. So if there are parts of this that are like bringing a puzzle together for you, but you know that there are some missing pieces and you want to get really personal and in-depth, you can book a one-on-one with me. My shop is linked below. And I say that because I don't want to give any false hope, but whenever I see a king and a queen together of the same suit, I almost invariably see, if it's not a romantic match, it's a very synchronistic, fortuitous, felicitous business match, like a partnership, whether it's in creativity and business, in whatever. It's like perfect foils for each other, but I am feeling that for many of you, there's romance here. Okay, so for some of you, there's romance. For others of you, these two people, respectively, have the potential to be, it's like they're great friends or mentors, or perhaps even your parents, because I do feel it's like for a lot of you, they are a couple. And again, gender has nothing to do with it. So this could be a couple of women. This could be a couple of men. This doesn't have to be a man and a woman. What will set the King and Queen of Cups apart, the way that you can know them, they're both massively, intuitively and emotionally intelligent. It's like if there were ever anybody that you could feel completely comfortable with taking like your deepest, darkest fears or secrets and feel like this person could actually, listen to you and understand and support you even at your most vulnerable. That's the King and the Queen of Cups. Now the difference between them is, I might say, just to put it in very brief, like the King of Cups might be a psychiatrist, where the Queen of Cups might be like a tarot reader or a healer or an astrologer. She's more of an intuitive, where he kind of likes to put a little bit more of the metrics and the... It's like he's air of water. He's a little bit more of the emotional intellect, and she's a little more of the emotional intuition. And together, my God, they're formidable. Like they can give you a real emotional schematic or a real intuitive schematic of something. So I feel like some of you are dealing with this couple or listening to this couple, and they may even be mentors of yours. I feel like they're good people to introduce your idea and your thoughts to, and let them help you refine those ideas and widen that vision. I think they give you hope. I think they give you a sense of renewal. So again, for some of you, this may be like religious leaders or mentors or a teacher or your parents, somebody that gives you a sense of what's possible and really supports you and wants to see you succeed. So again, could be friends if it's not like a parent. It's like these are people that really, they love you. And Spirit is now saying, it's like, and they see that your ships are coming in. They see that your ships are coming in. They want to see your message go out into the world, your vision come to fruition. They want to help you build it. They want to see you build it. Trust. Trust yourself. Wow. There's so much potential for you here. If you take action on your idea, Leo, it's always, the world is here saying it could be bigger, better, go worldwide, much bigger than you ever thought possible. And the other thing about the world and this Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, is it is a universal law that as above, so below, as within, so without. If you push the wheel here on earth, the universe, spirit, God, whatever you want to say it, is pushing with you from heaven. However you like, I don't mean that in literal terms. I mean that the same way it's like you got to get your shit straight on the inside, and then your external circumstances start to mirror your newly repaired insides. The same is true for when you do action, and that the energy around us responds to the action that we put out there. Everything is energy. If you vibe with I am doing and I am creating and I am prepared for this big new vision and I'm prepared to let the old go so that I can accept the new, that is what you will receive. Very, very, very exciting. So let's look at your Fiercely Focused spread. Let's see what kind of steps that Spirit is saying you could take, Leo. You charismatic thing. And if you haven't been here before, Leo, this is where I pick a theme card for your month from the Major Arcana, using a different deck clearly, to choose a theme for your month, what you might most need to know, embody, understand, or at least be aware of and prepared for in the month of July. And then we pick 4 different cards for action steps when it comes to the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual realms of your life. So it's like health and money and love and spirituality. All the important stuff, all the juicy stuff. Leo. Leo sun, Leo moon, Leo rising. What does Leo most need to know? Or be a... Wow. All right, Leo. Judgment. And to be fair, 2 flew out. I don't know if you saw. What an interesting and freaking appropriate pair to come together to underline your previous reading. It's like, make that decision to go boldly forward, like they said, to let your vision become, to let it become as you take the journey. The Fool appears to be walking off a cliff, but there is a glass bridge there that only he can see. So the world may be thinking you look like a fool, Leo. Look at him go. Look at that idiot. They think they're going to be okay. They think they can make that happen. Let them talk. Let them think that. If you commit, judgment. If you commit to doing what brings you to life, what gives you life, Leo, you'll feel lighter than air. You'll go places you never thought that you could go. You'll do things that other people think are impossible. Freaking love that. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now let's look at what you need to know when it comes to your money, your resources. What does Leo most need to know for their highest good? Is there any kind of hint about what's going on with them or step they can take to make the very most of their resources, their job, career, money? All right, in a month. Wow, yes, love it. So many good people around you this month. So many good advisors, Leo. So again, court cards are there because they exist in your life, but also because you're meant to invoke something in you that resonates with it. So who is the King of Pentacles in your life, Leo? Who is the person who is savvy with money, resourceful, smart? You know, it doesn't mean they're necessarily rich. It means that if you give them $1, they can turn it into 10. It means that if you took away everything they had, tomorrow they would be back to getting on their feet. Because it's not about your resources, it's about your resourcefulness. And the King of Pentacles knows that, so he doesn't waste any time crying. He builds. He moves forward. He saves. He invests. He invests in himself. He becomes better. He knows that personal development is the key to wealth development. So enhance your skills. Focus on what matters. Act like a boss, Leo. Be who you are, which is the king of the zodiac. Whether you're a queen or a king, be a king. Be the master of your realm. And really look at your finances. Look at how you can empower yourself through your finances. Some of you, they're talking about property. Some of you, they're saying there's a very worthwhile investment. Ooh, that's crazy. But when it comes to buying maybe a house or a piece of land, some of you are getting a green light on that. So again, I'm not pushing you toward that, but if that resonates with you, like you've already had this in mind and you've got a good feeling, and this comes in and seems like it resonates as a validation, please take it as such, Leo. Okay. So now, let's look at what's going on with you in the mental realm. What are you thinking? speaking, writing about, reading about? What's on your mind? What knowledge or information or thoughts are with you? Ooh, okay. So many people around you, Leo. I mean, you're a popular fella / lady. Okay. So, Leo, sometimes you can, when you feel right and when you feel righteous, you can be a little bit harsh and you can kind of come on a little bit strong and be a little bit blunt. And you don't want to, you don't want to burn bridges. You may want to leave some things behind, but unless there's an absolute need to burn bridges, there's never a need for unkind words. That's what I'm hearing. And for some of you, it may be that you're on the receiving end of those unkind words. Like maybe you're leaving a situation like a job or a relationship and it's difficult for the other person, understandably. And they say something that is just like, woof, cuts you to the bone. Not okay. So A, don't do it. And B, if somebody comes at you with that energy, try your best not to return the ball, Try your best not to fire it back at them. Wind only burns, the flames higher, and you don't want to be a bag of hot air. And if this other person is going to let them blow themselves out. Don't get engaged. Don't go down that road. I'm feeling like it's very tiring for you and not necessary. And you need to be honest, but you don't need to be hurtful. So, be okay with drawing lines as far as thank you, you're on a need-to-know basis, or I'm on a need-to-know basis. And what Spirit is saying with that is some of you have maybe ex-relationships where you need to kind of draw the line for yourself. I'm not going to go looking at this person's Facebook or social media because I can't stand, it's not making me feel good. It's not healthy for me, so I'm going to draw a line because it's making me feel like this. I'm going to go crazy and run over there with a proverbial sword and cut through your bullshit. Okay, I love you, Leo. You're just passionate is all. So, keep your boundaries strong, and that goes for yourself and for other people. Stay in your integrity, Leo. You're a heartfelt person. You're going to feel best when you know that you're at your best. Okay. So now let's look at what you're feeling, Leo. What's going on in your heart? What's going on emotionally? How are you relating? What's going on in the realm of your relationships and love? The month of July. You need to know for your highest good. Okay. So it's like I said, I don't want to gloss over the fact that leaving things behind, even when you know that they're not good for you anymore, that it sucks. That it's perfectly normal and okay for you to, put on your mourning cloak and look down at those cups that have been knocked over. But what's gone is gone, Leo. What's gone is gone, but behind you, 2 perfectly good upright cups, and just ahead of you, a flowing freaking river. All the water that you could ever need if you just pick up these cups and refill them with something that is refreshing and that is new and that is not stagnant and would have been toxic for you to drink. There's a bridge. There's another world on the other side of this, Leo. So don't be thinking, sorry, that's me dropping cards. So don't be thinking that there's nowhere to go, that this is it, that this is just where you are now. There's so much ahead of you, Leo. And it's like they said about property, some of you really may be leaving, and moving as a result, you want to get away from even the place. There's so much good coming to you, Leo. So again, I don't want to rush you past the mourning. It's okay to mourn, but don't stay there. Because if you keep looking at what's not working, you're going to let this grow stagnant the same way this grew stagnant. There needs to be movement. You need to sip from the cups and refill them, and sip and refill, sip and refill. There needs to be change and flux and adaptability. So grieve if you need to, but don't stare at them so long you step backward and kick over what's left in your life. Be sure that you capitalize on the positive and you give gratitude for it. That is step 1 in bringing more of it to your life. Okay. Finally, as I duck out of frame, We're going to look at what is firing you up this month, what is activating your energy. It's so fiery that they left right out of my hands as I was trying to shuffle them. All of them. Okay, I say it's them, it's me. I'm clumsy. Okay, but let's look now. What's firing you up? What's lighting you up? What's activating your energy? What is creatively or spiritually lighting you? What's inspiring you or energizing you in July, Leo? You need to know for your highest good. Wow, speed. Things are happening faster than you think, Leo. When you make that judgment, that's what they're pointing out to me right now. When you make that judgment, it's like you're allowing so many things to fly in. And it's very interesting for it to come after this Five of Cups of mourning, of letting go. When you let go, like I said, when you close one channel, another one opens. And I always tell people, it's like, it's not, in my experience, it's not normal for it to be like, or I should say not average. It doesn't usually happen that somebody gives up a bad relationship and then boom, in comes the good relationship. It's usually more like someone gives up a bad relationship and then boom, they got a promotion at their job, or someone offered them a trip somewhere, or somebody sent them some random luxurious gift that they were completely like not expecting and there was no reason for them to get it. The universe has ways of showing you that you're doing the right thing. It's like when you declutter your house, you're energetically, emotionally saying, I'm ready to get rid of this that I no longer want or need, and I'm willing to do the thing that says, like, I'm creating a void, and nature abhors a vacuum, and when you leave a space for it, it will be filled with what is better for you, for what you have leveled up into. So don't be afraid to let it go, Leo, because you're going to get better than what you let go. You're going to give away drops to receive, like an ocean of gifts. I like it, Leo. What do you think? What are your questions? What is this resonating with you? Is it not resonating with you? I want to hear all about it, whether it's in the comments or if you want to find me on social media, or you can join my email list and talk to me one-on-one. I would love any of that. I would love, love, love to hear that this is helping you make some magic in your month and what I could do to make more for you. I hope you have an awesome month, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, happy birthday to you, July Leos, and I'll see you August Leos next month. Bye-bye.